Hi, I wanted to talk about how to shift perspective. We all know that shifting perspective is the key step in going from sad to joyful, feeling victimized to taking responsibility and enjoying your life and living your life to the fullest. All it takes is shifting perspective. That's a known. So what's the problem then? Why do we stay in our misery, in our victimhood, in sadness? I found for myself that I suspect I have this addiction to suffering. And so when I suffer, the last thing I want to do or feel naturally inclined to do is to shift perspective. I swim and take this misery and I just dive deeper and deeper until it becomes a downward spiral, and then the world sucks. And there is no end to it. If you keep going, it only gets worse and it gets deeper and deeper. I've noticed that what works for me is being a parent to myself. So, like when you're a mother, you just make your kid, you force your kid to do something that you know is for their good, whether they like it or not. You force them to do it. And so I haven't been a mother, but I've observed my friends do that, and I know that they do it out of immense love for their kids. And so this is what I started doing for myself. I pretty much started being a parent, a firm, strict parent, that when I catch myself starting the downward spiral, I just make myself stop and I force myself to look on the bright side. I force myself find the good in the situation. I force myself to trust and accept, surrender, and find how the situation is for my highest good and how I can grow from it, learn, become stronger, and ultimately happier. My personal goal has been to be happy. And I'm happy to report that I have advanced um, at this goal, and I have been happy a lot more. And the most wondrous thing has been that I am spontaneously happy. I don't have to force myself or make any effort to it. And I believe this has been a result of this um, technique that I've started practicing with myself, when I just make myself do something. So, for example, what works for me the best, I found, is to help somebody else. So when I catch myself at, about going down that downward spiral, I pretty much figure out, like, who can I help, who needs help. Luckily these days many people do. Whatever way you find to help somebody, whatever service is to you, give it a try and see how it works. For me, it works magically. I forget about my tough situation or shitty predicament in no time. So that's really one. And the second one is just to say gratitude. Count your blessings. Everybody says that it's important, and I suspect that's because it's true. It really, really works. Again, the challenge is to start doing it. And it doesn't matter whether at first you do it mechanically and just say, I'm grateful, I don't really feel anything, I don't feel gratitude. It does not matter. Just keep going. And there will be a moment you will see when a light bulb just goes in your mind, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. Life is so beautiful. The sunshine is so beautiful. Thank you, sunshine. So The trick is to actually do it. So give it a try. And there are many, many, many more ways to do it. And I guarantee you that you already know all of them. The block, at least for me, has been in doing it instead of knowing about it and knowing it works. So what are you grateful for?